And, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. In the fourth quarter, seasonally, Bitcoin strong, but now we have the Fed flipping dovish after being essentially hawkish all year. That's a tailwind for Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin gets to 200 to 250,000 by the end of the year. And that aligns with Mark Newton's technical targets.
Okay, welcome back to the channel. Aaron here from the Bitcoin Bros. We're going to be talking about strategy here today, talk about Bitcoin, gold as well, and then some upcoming dates that you have to pay attention to, and have a clip of Saylor at the end of the video. So stick around for everything that we're going to get into in this video. Let's go and jump into it right now. Citi issued a buy rating on Bitcoin Treasury Company Strategy with a price target of $485. So Citi is now bullish on strategy for the rest of the year, and that's really good to see. Then you have Vanguard, and Vanguard does not allow their clients to buy Bitcoin. But in Q3 alone, their clients bought around $21.5 million worth of metaplanet, which is really good to see. And we talked a little bit about metaplanet in some of our past videos and how metaplanet right now could be a great buying opportunity, as the net asset value is actually higher than the market cap of the company right now. They're trading at a MNAV discount. So that could potentially be a buying opportunity for metaplanet. But leave your thoughts in the comment section below about that. And if you guys haven't, make sure to check out iTrustCapital. You can sign up. The link for this will be in the comment section below. You get a free $100 when signing up through, with our affiliate link with iTrustCapital. So check that out if you guys have time. But what we saw today here is we saw gold sell off around 5%. And when that happened, Bitcoin went up. So it looks like maybe some of the gold investors are rotating out of gold, getting back into Bitcoin, because gold has been on a crazy run here as of late, and it's looking like it's finally starting to cool down. And as you can see right here, we were down around 5% in just a single day for gold. And this is the first time we've seen a 5% negative day for gold in over an entire decade, which is huge. And Bitcoin was up to start the day. Right now, we're only up 1%. What happened was Trump came out and said that the meeting between him and President Xi of China may not happen. So as soon as he said that, the market on Bitcoin sold off again because of the geopolitical fears of the US and China being in a trade war. A key date to watch for that is going to be October 29th. That is when President Trump and Xi are supposed to meet to come to some type of trade deal. But it could happen before that. We just got to wait and see. But there's a huge factor in the market right now that there is no trade discussion or trade agreement between the US and China right now. And then to look at where strategy is in the top market cap companies in the US, they are currently coming in at around 129. We're down 3 spots a day. Strategy back above that $300 mark. So that is definitely good to see at around an $84 billion market cap. So this is definitely good to see. I think once strategy is included in S&P, the share price of MSTR could definitely go up. So be watching out for that. That's a catalyst I watch out for the next couple of months. And then here's a chart from Colin Talks Crypto, and he's comparing Bitcoin versus gold with an offset of 80 days. That has been a pretty tight correlation. We've seen that over the past couple of years, is where gold blasts off, and we saw this back in 2020 as well. Gold blasts off and then starts to trade sideways or goes down, and after that happens, that's when Bitcoin decides to have its move to the upside. Maybe gold investors are taking some of their profits and rotating that into BTC. And that is what this chart is showing here, and also showing the global M2, which was very correlated with Bitcoin over the past 2 years. But as you can see, since July, it's kind of decorrelated, and Bitcoin hasn't gone up as M2 has continued to rise there. And then here's a chart here from Bitwise, and they're saying this is how much of gold's market cap would have to go into Bitcoin for potential higher prices. So if 5% of gold goes into Bitcoin right now, that would put Bitcoin's price at around $242,000. If we get 3%, that put Bitcoin at $188,000. So I think this chart shows that we're still very early on BTC, and this isn't going to happen in a year or 2 years. This is probably going to take some time to play out for the gold to Bitcoin rotation. Bitcoin is a better gold, and it's just going to take some time for that to happen. And eventually, we will see Bitcoin flip gold on this top assets by market cap list here. It's just going to take some time, and that is in my opinion there. And then to look at the Bitcoin ETF flows, we've had some outflows here over the past couple of weeks. Yesterday, we started to finally see a little bit of a slowdown, only a $40 million outflow. And what's really interesting here, we saw BlackRock outflow $100 million, while the rest of the other ETF providers, the clients, were buying. So that's something we don't normally see. Normally we see the other ETFs selling and BlackRock buying, and we didn't see that yesterday. So I think that we're maybe finally turning around here, and maybe we'll get our first inflow since a week ago. So that's something to watch out for there. And then some key dates that you have to be paying attention to this week. We have CPI coming out on the 24th, which I believe is Friday. So we'll get that CPI number. That's definitely going to influence the Federal Reserve's interest rate change, and that is going to be on October 29th when we see the FOMC meeting, and they're going to make their decision for the interest rate cut. Right now, the market is pricing in 25 basis points. The CPI number could change that. If it comes out really hot, which I don't expect it to, I don't think that's going to happen, especially with everything going on in the economy, and the S&P has been kind of stagnant. But if the CPI does come out hot, we could potentially not get a rate cut. But I think that's very unlikely because the Fed did come on and say, hey, we're really focused on the job market right now. And the job market was not looking good. And they said, we'll push off CPI because our longer term expectations are still trending to 2% for CPI. But they're worried about the job market right now. But if we get a good CPI number and we see inflation really start to cool, the Fed may come on and do a 50 basis point cut. That is a possibility. That's just something we have to wait and see, though, for that data on Friday. And then the next FOMC meeting, we won't get one in November, is going to be early in December. So a potential another 25 basis point cut coming in December. That is what the market is pricing in right now. And then just to look at the M2 chart, it continues to go up and up and up and hitting new all-time highs here, as you can see. So it's just more money in the market, more money printing. And then also the retail money market funds. These are retail investors who hold money markets. That's also hitting an all-time high at around $2.2 trillion. So some of this money market fund money could flow into Bitcoin, flow into STRC, flow into the crypto market. What we saw is back in 2020, people started to take their money out of the money market funds and they invested into the market. And that's what happened back in 2020 and 2021. And that's why we had a massive explosion in the stock market, in Bitcoin, in the crypto market, and everything else. And that's all I had for today's video. And I hope you found some value. And Sean has been out. He will be making videos again very soon. Just had some personal things that came up, but he will definitely be back on the channel soon if you're missing his videos. But I hope you found today's video valuable. Hit a like if you did. Subscribe. We have new content coming out every single day. And I have a clip here from Saylor that I want to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and check.
But I'm here today to show you how the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve represents a strategy for United States digital supremacy in the 21st century. The president, with his vision, has established a Strategic Bitcoin Reserve as of last week and has declared that America will be the Bitcoin superpower. That is prescient. I would hazard to guess that the great majority of the people that saw that post don't even know what Bitcoin superpower means, and they haven't really considered it. I was inspired by the words, and that caused me to put together this presentation today.